An unusual move. A plea deal was rejected today for Jon Hallford. He's the owner of the Return to Nature funeral home in Penrose, where nearly 200 bodies were left in piles rotting for years. News 5's Bill Folsom has details from the courtroom tonight.
The judge rejected the plea deal in the Hallford case today, which means victims will have to be back in court. Despite that, they say they feel like the judge heard them, and today was a win.
I've decided that I cannot accept the plea agreement in this case.
A first ever plea deal rejection for the judge in the Jon Hallford case. It comes after more than a dozen family and friends made victim statements asking the judge to reject the deal, sentencing Hallford to 20 years.
Your Honor, this is not a case for compromise.
Account after emotional account.
This is not your typical class 6 felony, and it was done at least over 190 times.
Devastating news that loved ones were found in piles at the Return to Nature funeral home in Penrose.
This was not a mistake, and this was not a misunderstanding. This act was deliberate, repeated violation of the dead.
Also in court were people who didn't get to give statements because they came to give statements after the deal was accepted.
It didn't sit well with me. It didn't feel like we were going to come here to get justice. But at the same time, I wanted it to wrap up.
The judge was impacted by what the victims had to say. He noted the preparation of all who spoke in court.
Like the judge said, this isn't all about emotion. And just the full scope of these crimes, it was just too big and too egregious. It impacted way too many people for it to be wrapped up in a little tiny plea deal.
Jon Hallford will be back in court in September to decide where this case goes from here. In Colorado Springs, Bill Folsom, News 5.
Bill, thank you. Carrie Hallford faces the same state charges as her husband, but her sentencing has not been scheduled yet. In terms of federal charges, she changed her plea in federal court this month. Carrie pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. She faces a maximum of 20 years in prison when she's sentenced December 3rd.